Hello, my friends, it's Dani, and today we're going to chat weight loss motivation. What does it take to continue to move towards your goals without quitting? I think the perfect way to start this conversation is to remind ourselves that number one, anytime we are trying to create a new habit, right? Anytime we are moving towards any type of change, moving towards health and weight loss goals, it is a process. It's a practice and it takes time. It's supposed to take time. And quitting does not speed that process up. I think we are often fed so many false ideas that you can achieve X goal in 30 days, or you can get a six-pack in 2 weeks, right? That the moment we feel like the process is not going fast enough, we use that as a reason to quit, right? We use that as a reason to stop moving towards our goals. So just take note, if you're somebody who hops on and off different diet programs, or you find yourself blaming the program or blaming certain types of food or blaming things outside of you for your inability to continue moving forward on your path, you may be in the habit of quitting. And that's okay, because we're going to dive into what that's all about in this video. Now, before we get started, do me a favor. If you enjoy this style video, take a moment to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. And like always, please bring your thoughts and questions down to the comment section below so we can all have a conversation, because I think that helps all of us learn and grow together. Now, let's start by talking about quitting. Why exactly do we do it? So here's the deal. Whenever we are moving towards a goal, right? So you have a weight loss goal and you begin to practice new habits, moving in the direction of that goal, there will be moments of discomfort. There will be moments of challenge, right? Some of those moments just come from our thoughts, right? It just comes from an idea that, hey, this isn't working, or I don't know if I'm going to get anywhere, or I don't know if this is actually going to be successful, right? Whatever it is, anything that presents some type of discomfort, eventually, if we're feeling like that long enough, going to the option of quitting offers us a temporary feeling of relief, right? When something feels really hard and then you give yourself permission to quit, for the moment, it feels better, right? It offers us a false sense of pleasure, if you think about it, because in that moment, we're experiencing relief from the discomfort of moving towards the goal, or the discomfort of changing our habits. So it makes sense, right? Quitting offers us some level of relief. But if we quit every single time something feels hard, or every single time the road gets bumpy, then we get really good at quitting, because whatever we practice is what we get good at doing. So think about it. The only way to really get stronger, the only way to get better at something, to improve upon something, is to fall and have to push your way back up, right? Is to stumble, learn, adjust, and move forward. If you think about a baby walking or a baby crawling, they get stronger by pushing themselves back up all of the time. They fall down and they push up. Think about going to the gym, right? You get stronger by breaking down your muscles, resting, and then coming back and doing it again, right? So I love thinking about it like anything we practice is what we're going to get better at. If you use a challenge, or if you use confusion as a reason to stop, as a reason to quit, you're just going to get really good at quitting and then getting remotivated and starting from the beginning and then hitting a bump and then quitting again. Versus deciding what you're going to do, committing to it, letting it feel hard and bumpy, and using that as a reason to figure out what has to happen next. And sometimes nothing has to happen next. We just have to stay the course. If you look away, or if you quit every time something feels hard, or every time we feel a little bit stuck in the process, then you never learn how to overcome that part of yourself. You never learn how to expand into more of who you are, which honestly is really what any and all goals are about, including your weight loss goals, right? It's about understanding yourself on a deeper level. It's about understanding your needs and your wants and your desires, and figuring out how to build a formula that works for you to help you achieve those goals. It is an invitation of growth. It's an invitation of expansion. And when you think about it like that, then you can allow yourself to just let it be a little bit messy, allow yourself to let it be imperfect, and allow it to maybe even feel uncomfortable or even hard at times without using that as a reason to stop. Now, there's two main reasons why we stop moving towards our goals. Two main reasons why we quit. The first one is that we don't make a commitment to ourselves, right? We don't commit to the process. And the minute something feels hard or confusing or unclear, we use it as a reason to quit. So commitment is a big one, right? You want to commit to your goal. The second is we don't believe that we can achieve the goal that we are setting out to commit. We don't believe we're able to lose the weight. We don't believe that we're capable of actually doing it because we're constantly looking to our past for evidence of what we've done in the past. But what we have to remember is in the present moment, in order to achieve the weight loss goal that's in front of us, we have to figure it out. We have to be willing to put the pieces together, right? But of course, we're capable. Of course, we're all able. And when we tell ourselves we're not and we choose not to believe in ourselves, it just gives us a really good reason to stop trying that is not based in truth. It's not based in reality, okay? So how exactly do we move towards health and weight loss goals without quitting? What are some really tangible steps that can help? Well, I'm going to share 4 of them with you right now. Number 1, do not change the goal, change the timeline, right? So if your goal right now is to lose 50 pounds and you are thinking that it's not working and it's not happening fast enough, and then you're using that as a reason to say, this is not working, I'm not going to do it anymore, I'm going to quit. Keep the goal, extend the timeline, right? I am going to give myself 2 years to figure out how to lose 50 pounds. If you knew that 2 years from now you would reach your goal, would you not want to continue on the journey? So often we give ourselves unrealistic time frames to reach our goals that it offers a really quick and easy way for us to quit because it feels overwhelming. So there's a lot of negative emotion and we don't believe in ourselves, right? Again, another really good reason that we use to quit on ourselves. So don't change the goal, but give yourself more time to achieve your goal. The second tip is to trade criticism for curiosity, right? When we get very critical of ourselves, when we are really hard on ourselves, we truly lose access to understanding ourselves, to seeing what's going on with ourselves. So I'm always encouraging my clients and my students to trade criticism for curiosity. I want you to become absolutely fascinated with yourself, right? Be so curious about yourself because everything we do, I promise you, you do for good reason. And if you find yourself having a hard time creating a new habit or getting hung up on an old habit, there's some nugget of wisdom in there for you. There's some type of message for you. There's something you're supposed to be learning in that space. So don't use that as a reason to tell yourself you can't do this and this is too hard for you and you're not capable. All of that is not true. Just stop that conversation. There's no fact in that statement. Of course you are capable. You just have to create more space for yourself, right? Be so curious with yourself and ask yourself, what is the message here? What is this behavior teaching me? What do I have to learn here? And that will open up a whole new world of information for you. Number 3 is going to come right off the heels of number 2, and that is practice being as kind and compassionate to yourself as you humanly can, right? Here's the deal. Being human is tricky. It is messy sometimes. When we are trying to create change, when we're trying to do something different, sometimes it's going to feel hard and sometimes it's going to feel uncomfortable. Again, don't use that as a reason to beat yourself up. Be so gentle with yourself. Be tender, be easy, because that is going to help move you forward. I promise you, if self-criticism worked, if beating yourself up, if being mean to yourself worked, we all would probably be already at our weight loss goals, right? We would have well achieved them by now. So if for no other reason to practice being kind to yourself, just know it is the only pathway to the change that you are trying to create. And the fourth tip to help you continue to move towards your health and weight loss goals without quitting is when you need to, take a break. Right? Sometimes it does get tricky. Sometimes it gets overwhelming. Sometimes it feels hard. Maybe it's hard because of what we're actually doing. Sometimes it's hard just because of what we're telling ourselves. Like, it's all okay. Again, we are human. It's not supposed to be a perfect linear journey, but taking a little bit of break, giving yourself a little bit of a reprieve is so much more effective than just quitting on yourself. Right? Every time we quit, we allow ourselves to get really confused because we think we can't figure something out, when the truth is, of course we can figure it out. We just have to be willing to stick around when it feels mucky, right? We have to be willing to stick around when it doesn't seem super clear or when things don't seem like they're moving in a perfectly linear direction, right? So just allow yourself to take a break when you need to, step back when you need to, and then continue to move forward, right? That goes back to the whole concept that there is no wagon. We don't get off the wagon and back on the wagon. Everything is momentum forward as long as you don't quit. The only way you can fail is if you quit. So next time you decide to commit to something, commit to it. And then if you become challenged, if you feel yourself having the desire to stop and you feel the desire to quit, step back and review these 4 tips and ask yourself, can I go slower? Can I give myself more time? Can I be a little bit more curious with myself? What do I have to learn here? Can I find a way to be kinder, more compassionate, more gentle with myself as I figure this out? And do I need to take a break? Do I need to just take a break for a couple days and then revisit this with a clear mind, okay? And let's see if that creates a different outcome. I, of course, as always, would love to hear your thoughts, your comments. Come on down to the comment section below and let's discuss. And for anybody who is looking to really dive into a new approach to their health and weight loss goals, I have a 6-week mind-body course called the Don't Diet that will be reopening in May. This course is designed to help anybody who wants to learn how to enjoy their food, love their bodies, and find a very kind, sustainable path to permanent weight loss. So if that's something you're interested in, I will leave the link for you down in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Dani Spies, and I'll see you back here next time with some more food for thought. Cheers.